this program, CultureMix tutor Paul Watson will be explaining how steel drums are made and tuned. Reading All Steel Percussion Orchestra will be demonstrating how a steel orchestra is structured. And we'll also be joining the members of RASPO, discussing the band and their involvement in the London 2012 Olympic Games. But first, we join Mary Guinness, the Artistic Director of CultureMix in Reading's Forbury Gardens.
As Reading's representative steel orchestra at the Olympic Games for the Showtime and London 2012 Festival, CultureMix is here in Reading today in the Forbury Gardens at the bandstand to demonstrate and answer some of the frequently asked questions about the steel orchestra. I asked Paul to talk us through how a steel pan instrument is made and tuned.
I'm going to describe how steel pans are made and tuned. To start off with, the drums that we use are all oil drums. All the drums that we use in our bands are recycled from 55-gallon oil drums. It's just like the one here. They start off full-sized with the top at the bottom. We turn it upside down and we use the flat end of the drum. The first thing we have to do is mark out all our circles on the drum, so we know that we've got each part of the drum cut into equal segments. The beginning of the process starts with beating down with a large hammer around the outside, slowly working in. Slowly, gradually working in, giving you a lovely bowl shape. Once the bowl shape has been created, we then draw in the notes. We then beat down on those lines to give the notes their shape and this lovely curved surface, which will help give us a nice tone at the end. We use something called a punch to separate these notes. We beat down all around the line, separating each note individually, one by one. This gives the pan separation so that the notes don't run into each other when you play. Once the pan has been grooved, there's a little bit more hammering going on just to smooth it off and make it look clean, and then it's ready for the fire. The pan is taken to the fire where it's burnt for at least 5 to 10 minutes until the metal is red hot. Depending on which pan is made, depends on how long you leave it on the fire and what you do afterwards. With the bases here, once they are come off the fire, they've let to cool down, and then tuning begins pretty much instantly. This is the lead pan. And making the lead pan is a little bit harder than making the bass, as it's a lot deeper. This is due to the notes needing to be a lot higher in pitch. The deeper the pan goes, the higher the notes will be in pitch. Playing that scale, I can hear that there is a note out of tune. This high D. I need to get this high D to sound like this. This is how a note is tuned. There we go. Closer and a lot better in tune.
As well as managing RASPO, CultureMix provides a music education programme for and in schools. One of the most frequently asked questions is, how is a steel orchestra structured? The band and myself will give a basic guide to a steel orchestra setup. This is Zash. Zash is the drummer in Reading All Steel Percussion Orchestra. The drums provides the beat. It's the heartbeat of the music. It's the engine room in a steel percussion orchestra. Well, this is Emma, who plays the bass. These are 6 bass in the steel band. And the 6 bass provide that low end, the deep resonant sound that rumbles underneath the steel percussion orchestra and provides the lowest range of tone within the band. This is Abby. Abby plays the cellos. The cellos can play chords, it can play melody lines and harmonise with the bass and the other instruments. This is what it sounds like. This is Danny. Danny plays the guitar pans. The guitar pans play the chords nice. This is Paul. Paul's going to demonstrate the double seconds. They play the chords, can also play the melody. They're somewhere between the guitars and the high melody instrument. This is what they sound like. And this is the tenor pan. The tenor pan plays the melody. It is the voice of the steel percussion orchestra. It's beautiful. And this is what it all sounds like with all of us playing together. When you're ready, 1. This year we were fortunate enough to be invited to tour London boroughs for the Mayor of London's Showtime Festival during London 2012, the Olympic Games. This is part of the 2012 festival and we felt really honoured. We did a total of 13 performances over the 2 weeks during the Games. It was really exciting and a really good way to bring the orchestra together and bond and develop our repertoire to a really professional standard. Today we're at Victoria Park. We're at the BT live site, which is showing the Olympic Games live streamed on enormous screens. To CultureMix, it's really important to have these kind of contracts, if you like. It's an opportunity to be part of a once-in-a-lifetime event, which is the Olympic Games.
what is RASPO?
Basically, RASPO is a collection of people from, I know it's based in Reading All Steel Percussion Orchestra, but it's a band run by Mary Dennis, who is the head of CultureMix. She started it over 12 years ago now.
RASPO as a steel band. An eclectic mix of sound and people, all together with the expressed goal of giving enjoyment and performing well and sharing the love of music through steel band.
RASPO is brilliant. Like, when I left school, I really needed something musical to do because I was doing loads of music stuff at school. When I left, I kind of had a gap in my life, and so I saw him playing in town. It was like, yeah, it was really good fun. I'm going to join him, and then ever since, you know, it was like four years ago now. And I've made loads of new friends who I probably wouldn't have been friends with otherwise. And it's good that no matter like all the age differences, it doesn't make any difference. We all get on really well. It's like one big family.
It's really good to see people learning steel band because it brings out quiet people, it humbles loud people, and it just brings everyone together. People start playing together and they're working together, so they succeed together.
I wasn't aware that there was a steel band to begin with within Reading. When I joined it due to my sister, I discovered a whole different subculture built into it, and I got to meet different people from other walks of life that I wouldn't normally meet in my everyday existence.
I've been playing for about 3.5–4 years.
I've been playing since I was 9, so like 6 years. It's like a big family. It's really close, and everyone kind of there's no like smaller groups. It's all one big group, and everyone can talk to each other. It's really good.
Rehearsals, really good vibe, good atmosphere, and it's the players is what makes it really.
The tour's been really good actually. I've done all the dates and will be doing all the dates, and I think each one's been different, but they've all been really good.
Enjoyed the gigs because you get to see like the places all the time, and I just like the audience's like response. It makes you feel good and it encourages you to keep playing, and you're motivated to want to learn more and stuff.
The tour so far has gone fantastic. I think with each gig we've gotten better.
Either way, like whether you find it easy or hard, I think it's a brilliant environment to be in. It's like so much positive vibes all the time. Everyone gets on, you're always welcome. So
I'd certainly recommend anyone interested in music on a whole, but even if you aren't necessarily interested in music, but you are interested in perhaps a novel instrument, to get involved with steel bands.
It's been a great year for CultureMix, and we plan to continue developing, growing and sustaining our music services, the work we do with Reading All Steel Percussion Orchestra, and all of our work well into the future.